Zambia has defaulted on its loan. What does that mean for an ordinary citizen? What does it mean for you? What does it mean for me? How are we going to be impacted? So in this video, I cover 5 areas that will be affected by Zambia's failure, the government's failure to meet its loan obligation, and how this would change wedding ceremonies in Zambia. I mean, of late, we've seen the trend. Wedding ceremonies are a huge thing, and they're big cost center. So we'll discuss how this affects weddings. By the end of this video, you'll be able to make informed decisions that will reduce the impact of the government's failure to meet its loan obligation. So listen closely. I will identify the ways we'll be affected, and also I will mention some solutions so that you reduce the impact of that problem. Basically, you guys, when the government defaulted, it actually means that the government does not have money. Right? The government does not have money to meet its loan obligation. So if the government doesn't have money, it also means that there is less money to spend in the economy. Now, there are so many reasons. I don't want to get into that. This video is about how me or you, an ordinary citizen, will be affected. So when the government doesn't have money, these are kind of the things that we kind of see economies go through. The first area is that there will be job losses and few jobs will be available. So if you've been applying and applying, just know that, you know, chances are getting slimmer and slimmer. And I think this is a trend that we have seen, and it's been common. If you haven't noticed this, just walk around your neighborhood and have a few conversations with people. You will see that a number of people have lost their jobs, and those that are looking for employment, the window is now getting longer and like wider and wider. So that is part of the impact. Now, this is kind of normal behavior for a number of organizations. When there is less money in the economy, most organizations will reduce the wage bill by laying off a number of workers so that they keep more money in the organization and make sure that the organization survives. Eventually, they will start employing, but for now, they are not going to be employing as much as they used to. If you haven't noticed it, a number of organizations are laying off. Businesses will reduce their size to ensure their survival, and this is normal behavior. So this time is not the season to be funny. So be careful, you know, don't laugh anyhow, don't be too careless with yourself. People are looking for any excuse to lay off people. So just be really careful. I mean, this is the best time to be humble at your workplace. I'm just kidding. Or am I kidding? I don't know. So you know best, you know what to do. If you're among the unemployed in this season, the best thing you can do right now is, one option is to start a business. Become an entrepreneur, secure that money, find a plan, you know, try to do something because jobs are tight right now. The second way that we will be affected is the depreciation of our local currency. The kwacha has been depreciating left, right, and center. It's getting a beating from all currencies. It's not even funny. And it's, you know, like whenever you talk about the exchange rate, people start sweating beads, like literally. So, you know, if you really want to mess with people, like this is a side note, if you really want to mess with people that are having a good laugh in a group, get there, tell them the exchange rate, everybody becomes, you know, quiet, and the atmosphere changes, so it really gets tense. So it's crazy. I mean, we're going to be seeing prices going up. I mean, we've already noticed that prices are changing right now, and as the dollar is gaining more power and the kwacha is reducing, we will see prices go higher. So our kwacha is losing its purchasing power. Now, by that, I mean that we will be using more kwachas to buy fewer goods, and, you know, it is not a pleasant feeling because, I mean, if you used to buy 10 products in a 1,000 kwacha, right now you'll be buying like 5 products in a 1,000 kwacha, so it's not the best of experiences. A solution in this area to make ends meet, you might want to buy local products, substitute imported products for local products, because then they'll be cheaper, and then you'll have more money to use and you do more with your money as well. So wherever you can, where possible, substitute local products for imported products. This will be very helpful to you. The third, that we'll notice an increase in demand of inferior goods or products compared to normal goods. Now, inferior goods are goods that increase in demand when income reduces. For example, let's say I used to get my clothing from boutiques and I was always shopping from high-end boutiques. Then when my income reduces, which is kind of natural for most of us, is we'll stop buying from the boutique and then we go to Salaula or cheaper shops, right? Now, for me, in that example, then thrift stores or Salaula are my inferior products. So then my demand for those things goes up because my income has reduced. So another example would be DSTV and Topstar. If you used to consume DSTV and then your income reduces, you go to Topstar. Topstar, for you, Topstar is an inferior good. So there are so many examples. It's just a generalization and these are examples only. But however, you can do a personal audit to see what goods or services are inferior goods for you, and you kind of know how to go around that. Another example is even brand new cars versus pre-owned cars or second-hand cars. You will see that more people will be buying second-hand cars, but this is not for everybody. I mean, in Zambia, second-hand cars are a huge thing. We buy even when we have money. So it's basically you discovering what is your inferior good, and there are kind of general ones that we all flock to. So there's that. So if you are a marketer or you have a shop or a business where you deal in inferior goods, this is your season. People will be rushing to you to buy these products. And if you have products that are more luxury and expensive, the demand will be shaken. It will not be as high as you're used to. However, there are ways you can kind of go around this to make sure that your luxury products still sell, and you can even increase your sales at this point. All you have to do is know how to manage it there. The fourth one is there will be a change in the way we do weddings. Now, that odd habit of, having costly weddings and, you have 300 to 500 guests, unless you're able to. I mean, there are always people who have that pocket. They're able to do that. If you're not, this season, I think we've even seen this. A number of people saying, no, COVID, the numbers, the what, but the pocket is very happy. I mean, the purse is smiling. Where you have fewer guests and weddings are not as expensive as before. You have an intimate wedding and yeah, it's more cost effective, and also people are changing. They're becoming more innovative and more creative with how they're doing their weddings, having backyard weddings and spending less on decoration, so cleaning their environment, all those things. So I see this trend changing how the wedding or the event industry operates. So I think in the long term we will see an evolution of this industry because of the cost of it. So until maybe later, yeah, but right now it's going to change how we do weddings. There'll be smaller numbers, not as big as before, and we will not be demanding so many things. The fifth area we see is people get more innovative. Now, we will see innovation and creativity increasing. I mean, if you had a problem, or if you have a problem, you feel you're not a creative person, you're not innovative, try thinking in this economy, in a shrinking economy, or when you are at when you have a hunger threat. I mean, you will get so creative you will fail to believe. Think about it. When you're told this is your last salary, or your last you've got 2 more salaries and that's it, you get so creative, so money conscious, you spend that money so diligently, like you've earned double the amount. So in this season we will see people getting really sober with their money. If you don't, I don't know what you're drinking or whatever, but people will get really creative and they'll sober up with their money. Budget, money saving moves will be improved and people will be very proactive. Also, another thing we'll see is people will be we'll see more households farming and starting gardens. Now this, I'm sure we have seen a number of people doing this year in, year out, but now it will be more aggressive because people will try and reduce the money that's leaving their household. So one way by doing that is growing your own mill, and also if you are gardening, you kind of preserve that 5 kwacha by growing your own vegetables, growing your own fruits, so that you don't have to let money leave your household anyway willy-nilly. So you guys, these are 5 areas that will be affected by our shrinking economy and by this government failing to pay its services loan obligation. Now, if you have noticed that these areas are really optimistic, and there are also ways the economy kind of recovers. I mean, innovation is a good thing, saving money is a good thing, starting entrepreneurship is a good thing. So all those things are ways that we help the economy recover. And so that's why if you're feeling discouraged, don't be too discouraged. There's nothing that lasts forever. The economies always go through cycles, so they always go through ups and downs, and they always recover. So there will be a season where we'll be going up, and you want to be ready for when the up season comes, so that you also reap and enjoy that season. So don't be too discouraged. Let's work together, let's improve our lives, and let's see each other on the other side of the economy. So thanks for watching, you guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, and also share this video with somebody that you feel needs to hear this message. There's a lot of negativity and going around. People want to give up, they don't know what to do. So let's spread some positivity and just encourage one another. So share this message with someone that needs to hear some positive message, and make sure to like, subscribe, and comment in the comment section below if there's anything you'd like me to add. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye.